When did the nice guy turn out to be the worst person you ever met? Before my mom started seeing a horrendous man named Corey, I felt like I could trust her as my parent. The entire upstairs floor of the house was mine, and it gave me a nice sense of privacy. But then Corey came along, and from day one, he started taking over everything. At first, he would walk into the attic unannounced and take measurements of my room. I thought maybe he was going to build me a new bed or something, but then he started ordering huge packages and storing them in my room. Every time I asked my mom why he was doing all that, she tried to sway away from the question and make conversation about something else. Well, it wasn't until one day I came home from school and heard awful noises coming from upstairs. I could tell my mom and Corey were getting at it, and my heart sunk when I realized it must be taking place on my bed. So I ran upstairs, but once I got to the staircase, I saw all of my belongings were sprawled out on the floor. I felt angrier than ever, and as much as I didn't want to walk in on them doing their due, the adrenaline got to me and I banged on the door demanding them to open up. I was sobbing at that point, and a few minutes later, the door cracked open and Carrie popped his head out. "Don't you know how to mind your own business when adults are doing grown things?" he said, and I lost my patience. "Why is all my stuff downstairs?" I yelled, and he just shook his head and slammed the door in my face. "Ask me later, kid," he yelled. I tried to twist the knob, but the door was locked and there was nothing that I could do. I ended up going for a 2-hour walk to clear my head, and when I came home, the house was empty. At this point, I ran upstairs and the attic was unlocked, but when I opened the door, it was a room I did not recognize. It had been turned into a dungeon for them to have their fun time, and they had all sorts of creepy devices and sticks with feathers on them. I literally broke to my knees and hit the floor crying because I could not believe my mom would let a man do this to the